fancy ourselves as filmmakers, but most of us are pretty amateur at it. Today's guest made his name with the iPhone movie Tangerine. Sean Baker is in Cannes with the follow-up, The Florida Project. It's a portrait of poverty and joy through the eyes of a little girl who lives in a motel in Orlando.
Excuse me? Excuse me, miss. Could you give us some change, please? We need to buy ice cream. Because we don't have any money, we just have 5 cents. Yeah, we just have 5 cents. And the doctor said we have asthma and we gotta eat ice cream right away. Like, yeah, my doctor, ice cream.
Guys,
we're not lying.
it's fine.
Thank you very much.
Here you go.
Let's go. Come on.
Sean Baker, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I just wanted to tell you, congratulations, your film is my favourite film that I've seen at Cannes this year.
Oh my gosh, thank you
So
very
far.
much. That means a lot, thank you.
First, I want to congratulate you on the casting. There are 3 main characters. One is Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
The others are unknown actresses. One of them, you found the mum, you found on social media. Can you tell us how that happened? And
Sure.
what a big risk to take.
It is. It's more of a risk for my producers and financiers because I was convinced from the beginning that she could do it. So I saw Bria on her Instagram, and there was something about her. I don't even know why I came across her Instagram. I think somebody had reposted one of her postings, and she is very different from your normal selfie Instagram girl. There was no puckering, there was no posing. Instead, there was her being silly. And actually, she said a few things that just made me laugh out loud. And I thought, she has that youthful energy, that crazy, the wonderful physicality. And then I just knew there was something about her persona that was just saying, this is Haley, this is the character of Haley. And at first we were thinking, let's cast an A-list Hollywood star to be this character, and I was using her as an example, if we can find somebody like her. And then finally somebody just said, why don't we just reach out to her?
Hey, you were soliciting in our building. You can't do that.
You're not even a real cop.
Hey, I'm just doing my job here, all right? You can't do that on our property. I already called the cops. You gotta go back inside with me.
Get off your power trip. You're riding a golf cart, okay?
I need you to come back right now. If you're leaving, I gotta confiscate that. I need you to give me... You right now?
Bitch!
Come back here!
One day, because I don't watch a lot of movies or TV, so one day I got a message, and it's Sean, and it just says, hey, I sent you an email about a film opportunity. And I get a lot of creepy messages, so I'm over here okay. So I look him up, and I find out who he is, and I was like, okay, interesting. So we got on the phone, and he told me a little bit about the movie. And I still thought it was a joke because I'm like, someone's just messing with me because this doesn't happen to people, you know what I mean? And he flew me out for an audition, and I was in Florida for 2-3 days. And before I left, I asked him, I was like, so when do I know if I got the part? And he was like, you got the part, you're Haley. And I was just like, what? And we started shooting a month later. It all happened so quick. It was the most surreal thing ever.
Tell us about acting with an Oscar-nominated actor, Willem Dafoe.
Oh my God, I was
time.
so nervous to meet him because I was just like, oh my goodness. But he is very humble, and he's very easy to talk to, very easy to work with, and he made me feel really comfortable. And I was so thankful for that because I didn't know what to expect from him. And in one of the scenes where me and him are arguing, towards the end, he was yelling at me so crazy. Every take we did, my lips started to quiver because I was like, stop it. I hate getting yelled at, but he is such an amazing actor that he just brought out all the right emotions, and I'm just so grateful to have gotten to work with him.
Well, Willem Dafoe plays the reluctant kind of father figure, motel manager at this motel in Florida, Orlando. He said last night at the premiere that he's proud of the film.
Yes.
Because it's very relevant in today's political climate.
Yes, most definitely, yeah.
Is that why you made the film?
Well, we made the film, 7 months ago, before we knew about the new administration. And right now, which is very scary, because of the proposed budget cuts, there will be a direct impact on the lives of these families. And this is a big deal, if this is passed, of course, by Congress.
The Florida Project refers to Disney World.
Yes.
But the poverty-stricken world and the day-to-day struggles we see of these families is a world away, a universe away.
Right.
from that. Tell us about this metaphor.
Well, it's not a metaphor. I think it's more just the fact that the irony is so extreme in this case. You know, you have motel life that is occurring across the nation. You have homeless families living in poverty week to week in these budget motels in Boston, in San Bernardino, in Orange County, California, all over. But there's something, of course, very ironic and sad about the fact that there are kids living outside what was the most magical place on earth. And because this is a film that focuses on children and the way that children see the world, we wanted, one of our messages with this film, I think, is that kids will always be kids and find a way of still being kids. So even though the little the character of Mooney, she doesn't have the means to visit the park or any of the parks in the area, still she'll find things in her everyday life that is just as special and as fun and as adventurous as the attractions in the park.
And this is where we get free ice cream. Really? Yeah. Yeah, follow me. Could we have some money? Do we have enough? I'm counting.
Many people know you for the groundbreaking iPhone movie Tangerine.
Yeah.
Often you're dealing with people living on the margins of society. How do you get inside these communities when you're not from them?
It takes time. It's all about time, and it's about respect, and it's about collaboration. It's those three things, say Tangerine. I was completely from outside of that world. I was a cisgender white male white guy from a privileged background, and so was my co-screenwriter. And we weren't about to walk in there and impose any sort of script or plot. We wanted to hear from the community, hear their voices, and we wanted to accurately represent them and respectfully represent them. So we had people from back to Florida. We had people from the motels reading our synopsis and our treatment and making sure that they approved of what they read, and then we were working at the agencies so that we could get the thumbs up in terms of you're doing this right, this is accurate.
You're showing the Florida Project alongside Abel Ferrara and Bruno Dumont.
Yes.
Who you said actually influenced this film. What's that like?
It's surreal. It's very surreal because Claire Denis is also an idol of mine, but it is weird that the fact that these two guys directly influenced this movie. Bad Lieutenant influences everything I make, so that's one thing. But it's Bruno Dumont's Petit Can-Can, which was a direct reference when I would show people that I work with, my producers, my financiers, I'm trying to find the naturalism here. I'm trying to capture the naturalism in the children's performances the way that Bruno Dumont captured them in Petit Can-Can. So it is a surreal experience, and it's also just such an honor and extremely humbling and all of those words.
Sean Baker, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Because you made your film on an iPhone, I was wondering if for the end of our interview you could do some filming with our iPhone for us that we could play at the end.
It'll be okay. Now I get to show you guys.